the Trevor Jackson Podcast.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? You know, I wanted to take my time to address this Roc Nation distribution. I want to further the conversation in the comment section also, because I feel like this is important for artists, for creators, for people that's in the music business and also in the music creative space. Like, some people do it as a hobby. Some people it's a passion. Some people are just naturally creators and would do it for free. But it's interesting that the music industry is going into a totally different direction when it comes to record labels, independent labels owning, investing in just creators in general. You know, we have distribution companies that it used to be companies used to distribute albums, physical albums to stores, to locations, to different states, different regions, different countries. Now, distribution is just putting it on an app. You know, certain individuals got exclusive access to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube Music, just the different platforms where creativity is being monetized. So Jay-Z releasing this thing, this distribution company, transforming Roc Nation from a label to distribution. It's interesting because it's already distribution companies out there. He's already competing with other individuals like Steve Stout, somebody who is a long-term person in the industry, who has worked with Jay-Z, who has worked with Nas. Also, I use DistroKid when I'm distributing my music personally. And I feel like, they just put my music on the platforms. I feel like some of the numbers is skewed. Some of the numbers is not, being recognized, because I know people listen to my music in different places in the world, in the country, and it doesn't show up in my analytics. It's people that use CD Baby. Once you upload and go through CD Baby, your music is up permanently. Like DistroKid, you have to pay a yearly fee, and it's different tiers to where once you upload, it can be permanently uploaded. And then you have United Masters. You have a whole lot of different platforms. I forgot the platform that Papoose is an ambassador for, but we'll get into the conversation. I wanted to take my time to address this because it was a lot of people speaking disgruntled about Jay-Z releasing this distribution company like Russ. I seen what Joe Budden them had to say on his recent podcast also. And Hot New Hip Hop put this article out, and I feel like they did the best job, and they had the best take from it all. Everything you need to know about Roc Nation distribution services and its new dashboard. So let's get into this article. I'm gonna give y'all my perspective. I would like to know what is you guys' thoughts down below, and I'm gonna be in the comment section chopping it up with y'all also, because I want to figure out what is best for the creators. I want to know what y'all doing and what's y'all thoughts of the different tiers, which one is the best and which one can help you trigger the algorithm also. Let's get into it though. Everything you need to know about Roc Nation distribution services and its new dashboard. So Jay-Z's Roc Nation recently rolled out a new music distribution service aimed at independent artists, and it has sparked debate about who really wins. Earlier this week, Roc Nation Distribution launched a free, keyword free, web-based dashboard that lets any artist, even without a label deal, distribute songs to 200 streaming platforms, access fan analytics, and handle royalties in one place. Roc Nation emphasizes that artists keep ownership of their masters and retain 85% of their earnings. The company touts features like real-time streaming and social data, automatic payouts to bank or PayPal, publishing administration, ad revenue split tools for collaborators. Ultimately, Roc Nation is pitching a one-stop empowerment toolkit for indie musicians, complete with data insights, the larger labels once reserved for the stars. So they put on X, this is their promotion that they releasing the new Roc Nation distro. I'm not going to play that or whatever, though. It's a sign up now. It's people who already created content around this, though. But I want to go a little deeper. I want to have an understanding with my people of what is this really? Is this necessary? Or y'all just going to stay where y'all at? Are y'all going to be able to create your own platforms? I also want to play a clip from Elon Musk saying that apps is going to be irrelevant in the next 5 years. Roc Nation has always billed itself as artist first, and Jay-Z's vision for the company was always broader than simply music. However, music has been its primary focus, and many artists housed under the label have greatly benefited from its services and access. Per Music Business Worldwide, Roc Nation merged Roc Nation label and its equity distribution wing into one entity called Roc Nation Distribution. As we've seen artists opt towards partnership and distribution deals rather than ink traditional record contracts, the company called the launch of Roc Nation Distribution as natural transition in the music space, which serves as a platform for any artist. Through this, Roc Nation will have the tools and resources needed in the current climate of the industrial. I think they want to say the current climate of the industry, not industrial. In the music business now, it seems as if artificial intelligence and technology is making people have to change and switch up their game and stay ahead of the curve, because being creative is the ultimate freedom to me. I feel like that's partially why human beings was put on this planet, to be able to create. And with the enhancement of technology, creativity, the profitability of creativity is forever changing and forever evolving. According to the report, all artists that are currently signed to Roc Nation will be folded into this system, including Alicia Keys and Lil Uzi Vert, among others. What's more is that Roc Nation promises that the creators will continue to retain ownership of their masters and creative control over their music. So Roc Nation's open distribution services now takes another step towards living up to its mantra of empowering creators. But how does this ultimately help the smaller creator? We're going to get into that, because that's the main focus, helping the smaller creator. Because if this thing that they set up, most people, they want like $20 a year, $30 a year, $50 a year for you to upload and put your music on streaming platforms. This Roc Nation things want 15%. So how is that going to benefit the smaller independent artists better than the other platforms that is already in existence for the smaller artists? Because if they're not contributing with some sort of algorithmic assistance, that I feel like it's no benefit. Because if I make $1,000 on DistroKid, I made $1,000. If I made $1,000 on Roc Nation distribution, they're gonna take 15%. I made $850. You taking $150 off top, when I'm just paying a yearly fee from everybody else except you. So how can you help me get my music to the masses, enhance the visibility of my music, put my music in these playlists, and put me on podcast platforms and different platforms to where my music can be heard? So let me continue reading. It's a one-stop shop that will enable artists to receive a holistic understanding of their followers, so they can build impactful strategies and broaden their music's reach without financial barriers. This dashboard is democratizing access to tools and information historically reserved for the very few established label superstars. Our technology is uniquely ours and sets a new standard with no equivalent in today's music industry, said Kristen Santini, Roc Nation's distribution president. So let me read this. How does the Roc Nation distribution model work? The distribution branch under Roc Nation allows independent artists to upload and deliver music, both audio and video, for free. That's interesting. Video for free, because When I think about those other places, they charge an extra fee for you to upload video. And this is to 200 digital platforms. Other places will have like 15, 20, 25. This without upfront or subscription fees. However, Roc Nation takes 15% commission from artists using their services, while the artists retain 85% of streaming revenue and full ownership of their masters. The key to this distribution model lies in the features of its new dashboard and how it serves artists in the current climate, along with providing real-time streaming statistics and audience data. It will hone into brand potential through social media analytics. This includes tracking mentions, hashtags, and emojis associated with their music, plus general attitudes on social media through influencers and the top posts that mention them, which seems critical in the landscape of content creation and streaming. The dashboard includes analysts and audience data from platforms like TikTok, Instagram, X, and Facebook. On a financial level, this platform also integrates royalty payments and collaborator splits with more easily with direct deposit. Okay, so I already had read that, or they had said something similar to that. My thing is that if I'm going to upload to this Roc Nation thing, how is it going to put me in a position, or am I just uploading it and I'm just on these platforms? Because that's, something has to be done differently besides just uploading and my music is just there. So this is a comparison. They get ready to talk about the comparison to TuneCore. That's the distribution service that I want to talk about, TuneCore, because that's where Papoose, I think he's the president or something of TuneCore, DistroKid, United Masters, and other similar services. So Roc Nation's distribution model is unusual among indie platforms. Most competing services have different pricing and royalty structures. For instance, DistroKid charges $25 for unlimited releases under their most basic plan, but artists keep 100% of their royalties. TuneCore charges roughly $28.99 per single and $47 per album each year. They out the business. They're going to be tuned out the business, TuneCore. Also allowing artists to retain 100%. They also boast unlimited plans with their most basic plan for rising artists at $28.99. All artists retain complete control and ownership of their catalog. United Masters, this is Steve Stout's company, debut, which they describe as they best for basic, is at $19.99, while artists keep 100% of their royalties. By comparison, Roc Nation charges no fees but splits revenue 85-15. That makes it feel closer to an equity distribution deal. It should be noted that a lot of these plans also charges fees for certain features while others don't. Each have their own benefits, whether it's CD Baby's sync licensing and physical distribution, or United Masters brand partnership or mobile tools. Roc Nation ultimately boasts its label branding and analytics dashboard, though it doesn't necessarily have the same add-ons yet. There are sync opportunities and opportunities for marketing support. That's what I wanted to hear. Opportunities for sync opportunities, marketing support, playlist pitching, and more. Okay, so this is different. Now, if they give you those opportunities for syncing, marketing, and pitching to put you on playlists, the proof of its success lies with Clip's recent Grammy nods, as the duo inked a distribution deal with Roc Nation ahead of Let God Sort Them Out. So the success of, the Clip's album, what they did for the Clips is not going to be the same as what they're going to do for these independent artists. So the success from the Clips make people want to gravitate towards Roc Nation. But just because you upload for free to Roc Nation doesn't mean that you're going to get put on playlists. Doesn't mean that you're going to get sync opportunities or marketing support. It's going to have to come with some sort of financial structure for that to happen for you. Real talk. That's how I feel. So Russ spoke about this. He's a very successful independent artist. He said, is this empowerment or exploitation? What is the criticism about? He said an 85-15 split to press upload is madness. Major labels take 15% distro off the top. So it seems like they just modeling the business off of that. If you're an artist, this makes no sense to sign up for, in my opinion. Now, looking at it just, based upon just only a upload. So if it's only to upload, it is madness. But let's go back to the last paragraph. If they give you sync opportunities, marketing, and playlist promotion, that's different. That's different. So he also made another tweet. Major label distribution comes bundled with major label services. A team, radio, marketing, global offices, sales teams, editorial leverage, etc. Roc Nation distro platform is a self-serve uploader with none of these services, and yet charging the same 15% major labels do. They just announced this. They didn't say specifically of all of the things that's going to be included in it yet. And we don't know. And if you upload to it, you should, if you want to go there. Everybody ain't trying to assist Jay-Z in getting his next $1 billion. Me neither. I'm trying to get me a billion. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see the benefits of it if it's going to be different, because if it's not different, then Jay-Z is just wasting his time and he's wasting everybody else's time. So I ain't going to keep reading that, but I want to play this clip from the Daily Loud of Simba, one of the artists from the West Coast. I think he's from the Bay, Oakland, somewhere like that, North California. And he had a rebuttal for Russ about the Roc Nation distribution platform, and said he found hidden gems within it. So let me see if this will play, man. Let's get to it. Hold on. I was tapped into a little bit of this before I got on them to record it or whatever. So I'm going to scroll back, play a little bit of it. Let's get it. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Seemed like the video may have been taken down off social media or whatever, though. But since it's loading and it's taking its sweet time like that, y'all can go check it out on y'all own time, man. Real talk. Check out Simba's. I'm going to leave a link in the description for y'all to check out Simba's reaction to the distribution platform and his rebuttal and the hidden gems that he said he found. I would really like to know what he said, though, but for some reason it's buffering. What's y'all thoughts about this, though, man? Are y'all excited for it? Or is it just something that Jay-Z is trying to create just to be able to continue to fund his success? I feel like, I want to check it out. I really do. But before I go, I want to play this clip. I'm going to play this clip right quick because I feel like it's necessary for y'all to hear about what Elon Musk had to say about, apps, because this distribution is just uploading your music to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Deezer, to all of these platforms. But, if these platforms don't exist in the next few years, how valuable will they be? So let's get to it.
We will have for the first time something that is smarter than the smartest human. And that, it's hard to say exactly what that moment is, but there will come a point where no job is needed. You can have a job if you want to have a job for sort of personal satisfaction, but the AI will be able to do everything. So
that's the wrong video, y'all. I apologize. He said the future of devices and no apps. So in the future, there will be no applications, according to Elon Musk. And he says this is within the next 5 years. I apologize about that. That was him on Joe Rogan's platform talking about jobs, how jobs will be obsolete here in the next 10, 15 years or whatever, though. Let's get to it.
we're not going to have a phone, or in the traditional sense, what we call a phone will really be an edge node for AI inference, for AI video inference, with some radios to obviously connect to. But essentially, you'll have AI on the server side communicating to an AI on your device, formerly known as a phone, and generating real-time video of anything that you could possibly want. And I think that there won't be operating systems, there won't be apps in the future. There won't be operating systems or apps. It'll just be, you've got a device that is there for the screen and audio, and for and to put as much AI on the device as possible, so as to minimize the amount of bandwidth that's needed between your edge node device, formerly known as a phone, and the servers.
To be honest with you, if that's a fact, I see why Jay-Z is doing this, because he's trying to maximize his finances all at once. And if you're a creator, artificial intelligence is taking away the opportunities of people to create. And if they remove the apps, what's going to be next? Because humans always figure it out. But if they remove the operating systems and remove the apps and just have you a device fully loaded with AI, where are we going to get the music from? How are you going to upload the music? You just going to give it to AI and say, this is my new album? We live in an interesting world, y'all. Real talk. I appreciate y'all tuning in to my show, though. Thank you always for your support. Hit the like button on your way out. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Hit the hype button to help us trigger the algorithm. I appreciate y'all. Peace, love, plenty, abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm gone.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.